All right, guys. So let's get into today's trade. I shorted this pop right here. I also did try over here, so I got stopped out on my first try. Second time I shorted here. So yeah, let's get into how I did that. So first, context as always. Uh, ES gapped up heavily into this supply, right? Whereas NQ kind of just came back to yesterday's high. Okay, so I already saw that ES was a lot stronger than NQ. So, and it was at the same supply right here that NQ ended up rejecting. So now with ES, stated in my Discord that I need price to get above 57.31 to be interested in longs, right? Even though we were at supply, I wanted to be a seller here first. So how did that look? What I was seeing here was we were holding this supply pre-market, okay, and we sold off here. This actually looked like a really good long entry, but just couldn't be a buyer under this big supply. So the signal wasn't 100% clear, and I'll show you what I saw in the footprint there. So it was this area right here. We had this little consolidation, and it supported us in the morning. So right about there, supported us once and supported us twice. So what I saw in this area, right, huge selling up here. Okay, and as we came into this level, look at all the selling here. Okay, a lot of selling in this area. So it looked good for a long once we held that, but again, I couldn't be a buyer here, but that would have worked out pretty well. Now, for the short side, like I said, I needed to see price above 75.31. So before I get into that, I want to show you where I get the 75.31. So this was a 2 hour supply zone, and I want to show you exactly what I was seeing. So this big sell-off that we had here, right, was led by this supply zone here. So we had a 2 hour supply, pulled into that and dumped. So I kept that supply zone on just because we had such a big sell-off from that. Okay. So that's where I got that 75.31. So above that, you know, that was the level I was looking at. So now we go to the 5 minute. You can see once we got above that area, buyers couldn't take that price. They couldn't. It wasn't accepting price there. So on the footprint, I was seeing the lack of trade up here at the first time we broke it. Lack of trade. Some buyers came in here, so it was looking ready for a short. Buyers came in, and it was not that enthusiastic. So when we had this little sell off here and recovered, I tried my short here, got stopped out high a day. Okay. Then we came to this next supply zone, barely, we didn't really hit it. But again, selling volumes up here. Okay, see selling volumes up here, and we have another push down. And on this pop, same exact setup as is here, I did the same thing. Right, we kept selling off. Price was not being accepted over this supply zone, and even without the supply zone, you can see that it's also a key level, from all of this. So even if you had marked these highs here, there's multiple ways to have read this. You could see that. So even if I take the supply zone out, it was a major level, okay, that we could not hold above. So again, back to the footprint, right? Like I said, I tried the short here, didn't work out. Same exact thing here. Now, I did not like while I was in this position as we were coming down here, right? There was a ton of selling once again. Okay, a lot of selling. All of this, majority of these candles were negative delta, and when we finally had that breakdown, uh, it was a decent sell-off. So my first target, I scaled some out here. See how volume picked up on this candle, where we got supported again from this pre-market consolidation, bounce once, bounce twice. So I took some off here, and then I exited at this my final target, which was the high a day from the last two sessions. Okay, that was my final target. So that was a very nice trade. I don't think I'll be taking any trades tomorrow. Tomorrow is more of an information gathering type of day. See what FOMC does, and hopefully the market brings us some new context. ES is at this 3 hour demand zone from yesterday. It's a very big zone, so it's a little tough to gauge that. But if it does hold, I mean, we could see another gap, or if we stay above that, who knows? But also NQ is also at a demand zone from yesterday, holding the same area. So they're both at demand again, just like yesterday. There was a demand zone here. They both held demand, and we had a huge gap up into supply. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, not much to report. Right now it's just chopping around over here. Let's see if we have any new. Has have some new supply zones created up here so far. So that looks like the lowest one. Okay. Yeah, that seems like the lowest supply zone right now. So 57.15. Uh 57.15. Let's see if that lines up with anything right now. 57.15. All right, so it's around the top of this range area. Not really a clean level. Like I like when my zones line up with like very obvious levels. So I'm not seeing that right now. But we'll see what else the day develops. As of right now, like I said, I'm just waiting to see what FOMC does tomorrow. So I'm not really interested in taking any trades in the morning. FOMC is around 2 p.m. tomorrow. So on that note, I'll end it here. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comments. If you're learning anything, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.